Hey, Mike here with Mike's Bags, and today I am reviewing the Kombat by Kontraband Athletics. Let's go ahead and jump in and start with the design. This is actually a special release that Kontraband did for the Spencer McKenzie Throwdown this past summer. I actually jumped on it because I love the look of this. Orange is one of my favorite colors. I'm a fan of palm trees and beaches. So this just fit me really well, so I grabbed it. This is not the standard design. The standard design is actually pretty cool, pretty unique. I like the fact that it's unique and it's really easy to identify. So when you see that bag being thrown, you immediately know those are Kombats. Kontraband does a lot of special releases, player-specific releases for their bags, as well as, holiday theme, different themes on there. So if you don't like the original design that they have, there's plenty of other options for you, so you can check those out. All in all, I like the designs that they have on the Kombats. I think they're awesome. Material-wise, we'll start with this carpet, the slow side here. This is one of the stickiest, one of the slowest materials that I know of. I call it a 4-speed. It's a slow 4. It's a very slow 4. And in fact, as this material starts getting dirt and grime and sweat on there, it really slows down, can even come down to like a 3-speed. So if you want a really slow bag, just play this bag, get it dirty, it'll slow down. If you like that 4-speed, you might want to keep cleaning it, wash it from time to time. If you wash it and clean it, it'll get back to that 4. It's still a slow 4. It's the same. There are a few other bags that use it. It's a really sticky material, so if you play on fast boards, if you're a hard thrower, this is an awesome material for you. Anyway, I call it a 4-speed. Fast side material, this is the Game Changer fast side, the Surefire fast side. It's an 8-speed. It's a fast 8. Some people call it 8.5, 8 plus. But you got a fast 8 material here, which you really, when you've got a slow sticky material like this, you do need a faster material to collect it and push it through. This material is awesome because it slides in any board conditions. It'll push through pretty much any congestion up there. It's a wonderful material, and it's fast, but it's still controllable enough that you can flip it over and throw slick side and not be too scared of that bag just flying off the board or skipping over the hole. Template wise, I was surprised here when I first got these bags. I was expecting to have a little smaller, fuller bag, and that's not what these are. These are, a medium template. There's a 6-inch by 6-inch. They're right down the middle there, which is shocking because typically, this bag is more of a roll, flop, cut shot bag, and usually those are the smaller templates. So I was surprised to have the larger template on here. The fill in this is not a larger template, it's a medium template, but the fill in here is a blended fill. I think it's a mixed fill, but it's mostly those beads in there, right? So you've got the beads, which lends to the bag being a little bouncier. It also lends to the bag being a little more hole friendly. I've talked about this before on fills. I prefer the bead fill because when the bag is hanging on the side of that hole wanting to go in, those flat discs, they'll find a flat spot and they'll kind of settle and set. The round beads, they have nowhere to sit on each other, so they're constantly kind of moving and falling and trying to shift until they can flatten themselves out, which leads to this bag, the fill wanting to kind of cascade in and eventually just kind of slides right in. So it helps with the hole friendliness, and if it's hanging there and not in, it's still pretty easy to collect. The larger template on this as well, and there's some flop here, right? Even though it's a carpet bag, it's a fairly floppy for a carpet bag, so it's not a super full bag. And that floppiness along with this medium template really lends to the forgiveness of the bag. This bag does want to kind of grab the holes it goes by, so you get a little bit of that fast bag hole friendliness, that fast bag, floppy bag forgiveness combined with the stick and the playability of a carpet bag, which really makes this bag somewhat unique in my opinion. So all in all, the materials they use, the fill they use, everything is I really like about it. Now, if hand feel is a big deal to you, I will say when you hold this bag, you do feel the beads in there. So if you don't like that bead fill, you may not like the hand feel. I don't have an issue with this. This carpet material also is not a real soft material, and it just doesn't soften up that much. So you're not getting a soft bag. You're not getting a smooth, fluid hand feel here. So if those things are important to you, just be aware of that. Now, playability. This is a bag that is designed, obviously, to play a dirty style game. It's not a PPR bag. It's not a bag that you're going to play a ghost cornhole game with. It's not a bag you're going to play a deck around or a round holio. I mean, you can watch here. I mean, you can throw bags in the hole. You can slide bags in the hole. There are way better bags that are designed just to run bags in, not this. You can do it, but this is really designed to play that dirty style game, to throw blockers up there. And in being this medium template, it really is great for blocking. You can throw a blocker up there. You can take up a lot of space. You can really cause a lot of problems. Because this material is sticky, one, it's easy to put your blockers up there. Two, it's harder to collect, so it causes bags. If you put the blocker, if your opponent's not used to collecting this bag, a lot of times it's going to cause them to hit and kick off, right? It's throwing their bag off, so they can't go through it easily. Now, I will say on your side of it to collect, typically a bag like this, you could just clip the corner and drag it right in. However, because this material is so sticky and this material is so fast, you got to be careful. If you're just clipping the corner, this bag's coming in pretty quick and this bag's not wanting to move. You're going to end up finding you're going to spin around, maybe go in. You may even kick yourself off. What I find when I want to collect a bag like this that's sticky, what I want to do is I will actually throw my collect bag a little softer, a little higher, and land deeper. So instead of coming hard and low and coming in and trying to push it, if you come too fast, right? If you come too fast in this bag, and I've mentioned this when I did the reviews like the Butter, the Samurai, those bags that have those slower, stickier, slow side with a faster, fast side. If you come in too hard, too hot, you're going to hit. This bag is going to have too much momentum and it's going to just want to carry through quicker, and this bag is going to want to start moving. So what happens is this bag either kicks off or it flips up and it'll actually flip over the hole. You might collect this in, but you lose this bag. You're not taking them both in. So by coming in a little softer, a little higher, and landing deeper, landing either right behind the bag or even almost on top of the bag, you actually almost ride this bag in and you take it in. You don't give this bag time to kick off, to flip over. So just keep that in mind when you're playing these bags, that to collect them, you're not going to go hard at it. Now, if you've got multiple bags up there, yeah, you're going to want to go hard. If you've got 2 bags up there, sitting, staged, whatever, you can come a little harder and really got to push through that. That's an option. But just keep that in mind when you're collecting, that you got to be careful, because these bags are a little harder to collect if you're not used to collecting a sticky bag. However, that applies to your opponent. So your opponent's going to be more likely to kick off, to bounce off, to flip over themselves. So it forces them to have to airmail over or try to roll or flop over, and hopefully it leads to them making a mistake, which gives points to you. So all in all, the playability of this, I love. If you love that dirty style game, if you love playing that defense style game, you're gonna love this bag. It's awesome for that. It's also great for humidity. If you play in humid conditions, boards get sticky and damp. This material plays really well in humidity. It actually speeds a little bit as it gets humid, and this fast side still moves in humidity. So this is a great bag for those humid conditions, humid climates. It's a great bag for fast boards because it is so sticky. You can still control it. It's also a great bag if you're a hard thrower. If you just like to throw bags hard and low, this material is controllable enough that you can stop it and leave it on the board. You can put it in. And honestly, again, for this being a sticky material, it really does do a good job of grabbing the hole. It's very hole friendly in comparison to other bags with this speed material, right? This is more hole friendly than a Surefire on the slow side. More hole friendly than a Viking on that slow side. So it's really a wonderful material, and it's a great design for this bag. Now, availability. These bags are available on Kontraband's website. It's kontrabandathletics.com. I'll put a link down in the description. I will say the Kombats are pretty popular and they sell out pretty quickly, especially the standard designs. They're a lot of times sold out when you go there. There are usually special releases and different designs they have, but if you're looking for the standard design, you might have a harder time finding them. You just have to keep checking regularly until they do releases. Follow them on social media. A lot of times they'll announce when they have a release coming out for the bags. But they run I think it's $100 for a set of 4 plus shipping. So not the cheap end, not the most expensive, kind of right down the middle. I think it's like $110-ish, something like that. You're getting shipped to your door. They're worth it. You're getting quality bags. If this is a bag you like, there's not a lot of bags to me that are designed like this. It's a pretty unique bag. So if this is what you're looking for, Kontraband is kind of where you're going to go to get it. And again, if you fit those conditions of what I'm talking about, I think you're going to love this bag. I enjoy playing this bag because it is so unique. It does fit my style of play when I want to play that dirty style game, play the defensive game. All in all, I like it. I think you will too. So go check out the Kontraband Kombat. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching.
Play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.